Welcome to fraction multiplication. One of the most important things that you need to know how to do is you have to know how to simplify. If you can't simplify, you're not going to get the correct answer. So here we have a problem, 15/60ths. And as you look at this problem, you are going to think to yourself, can this problem be simplified? Hopefully you realize that because both 15 and 60 are divisible by 5, what I mean by that is if I count by 5s, I'm going to say both of those numbers, that I can divide by 5. Also, there's another number that I can divide by that is larger than this. So if I listed my factors of 15 and 60, I have 1 and 15, 2 does not go into 15, 3 and 5. And then if I list my factors of 60, I have 1 and 60. I know that it's divisible by 2 because it's an even number. 2 and 30, 3 and 20, and then I'd have to check for 4, so let me do that. 4 into 60 is a 1 time. Bring down my 0. 4 and 15. 5 and 12. 6 and 10. Well, I see a number greater than 5 that I could divide by. I could actually divide both of these numbers by 15. So 15 divided by 15 is 1, and 60 divided by 15 is 4. So I get 1/4. If I didn't start by dividing by 15 and I just divided by 5 originally, I would end up with 3/12, and I would know then to divide both of those numbers by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. Notice I get the same answer. With this problem, I have 2/36. The only two factors that 2 have are 1 and 2, so I am just going to multiply both of these numbers by 2, 2 divided by 2, and 36 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. 1/18. Alright, so here we have a multiplication problem. Remember that when I am multiplying fractions, I just multiply straight across, and then I have to simplify. So 7 times 4 is 28, and 8 times 7 is 56. So then I have to decide what I am going to divide by to simplify. So if I list my factors of the number 28, 1 and 28, 2 goes into it because it's even, 2 and 14. 3 does not go into it, but 4 does, 4 and 7. 5 does not, 6 does not, and then I'm back to my 7. If I list my factors for 56, 1 and 56, it's divisible by 2 because it's even, 2 and, well, look at that, 2 and 28. I don't really have to go any further. I can see right here that they're both divisible by 28, and that that's going to be the greatest number they're both divisible by. Well, 28 divided by 28 is obviously 1. 56 divided by 28, well, I just did 56 divided by 2 and I got 28. So I know that my answer is 2. So 1/2. Look at that. Now, I also could have, let me see if I can erase a little area to show you this. I also could have made this problem easier on myself by doing some simplifying at the beginning. So I could have said, oh, 7 and 7 can both be divided by 7, and I will get 1. Because I go, remember, this direction and this direction for cross-simplifying. 8 and 4 can both be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So that's called cross-simplification. Here we have a problem that is a fraction times a whole number. So remember, I'm just going to put a 1 underneath my whole number, and that doesn't change the meaning because 8 over 1 is 8. 7 times 8 is 56, and 12 times 1 is 12. So I have 2 different things that I need to do. I need to simplify these numbers all the way, and this is a fraction greater than 1, so I will also have to divide. So you always have to look and see. If your numerator is greater than your denominator, then you need to fix that and turn it into a mixed number. So 56 and 12. I think I'm going to simplify my numbers to get started. So if I list my factors of 56, 1 and 56, 2 and 28, 3 will not go into it because 6 plus 5 is 11, and that is not a number that is a multiple of 3, so not 3. 4 and 14. 5 won't go into it. 6 won't. 7 times 8, and then I'm done. So the only thing I'm seeing in common right now is the 4, because my factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. So I'm going to divide by 4. So 4 and 14, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. 14 thirds. I'm not done because I'm not going to leave an answer as 14 thirds because that is a fraction greater than 1. So I'm going to divide 14 by 3. Three goes into 14 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm going to have 4 and 2/3 as my answer. So you're going to see some problems that look like this. 2/5 times c for c equals 4/7. And this always, always confuses some kiddos. And it is confusing looking. But I promise you it's not very hard. It's saying 2/5 times c for c equals 4/7. They tell you right here what c is. So it's all this problem is 2/5 times 4/7. They told me what c was. So now 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 7 is 35. Am I done? Well, think of your factors of 8. 1 and 8, 2 and 4. None of those numbers go into 35, so this is your final answer. Here we have m times 4/5, but again, they tell me what m is. So 7/8 times 4/5. I can do some cross simplification here. Cross canceling. So I can divide 8 by 4 and 4 by 4. So I can do that to make this problem easier, but let's do it the traditional way first. 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 5 is 40. So now it's time to decide what to simplify by, what to divide by. My factors for 28 are 1 and 28, 2 and 14, 3 and nothing, 4 and 7. I notice that I can divide 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And 40 divided by 4 is 10. 7 is a prime number. It doesn't go into 10, so now I'm done. And here is your homework for tonight. 5/9 times 3/4, 1/8 times 20, and F times 3/4 if F is 8/9. Thank you.